The first dream I remember having, I'm in some sort of building. I think it's maybe like an office building or something. And well, it's kind of weird. It's like an office building, but it's also like a living building, like a apartment condominium. And I don't even think I live there, but I'm inside one of the units or something with a friend or family or something. And so a group of people are trying to break into the to our building or our unit. I think we have something that they want. I think they're like breaking yeah, I think they're breaking into the building, like our unit, to steal something that we have. And there's like a group of them. And I think I'm freaked out. Like we're freaking out. And I don't remember who's with me. I don't really recognize them. I just know there's like a group of us. And so these men, they're like middle aged. Actually, no, I think they're younger. They're in their 20s. They're like late 20s, early 30s. And were they've managed to get inside the building, and we're kind of hiding, like my group of people, whoever we are. We're hiding, we're running around. They're basically like chasing us, and I remember at one point I'm running, opening these doors, hiding in these areas of the building, just random places. And it's like it's almost like a maze. It almost looks like a maze at one point. So I'm running around hiding, I'm with some people. they I kind of realize at one point that these guys are European. So it's like a group of European men, and I think they might be part of like the mob or gangsters or something like that. And I don't even remember what I had. Like I had something that they're trying to steal, obviously. And so the first part, it's kind of confusing because again we're running around hiding from them. They're trying to chase us, trying to get us, and then suddenly after a short while, we we all kind of bump into each other. It's almost comical. Like we all run into a big room together or something, and they wanted to beat us or steal from us or rob us. And it kind of turns into a misunderstanding of some sort. It's kind of comical because next thing I know, we're all talking to each other and joking around. And it turns out that this whole thing was like a weird misunderstanding, and it's something to do with food too, which was weird because we basically, I don't remember too much. I can't remember clearly, but we basically kind of like hash it out. We just settle it. Like we just talk about something. And next thing I know, everyone's like friendly with each other. And these guys are like not bad guys anymore or something. And I think we end up deciding to order pizza or something. It was something very silly. It was like, I think these guys were pissed off because they had lost their pizza or somebody had stolen their pizza, and maybe they think it was us, like my group of guys. So like I can't remember who was with me, but we're in like this big, it's almost like this big, it was all, this whole thing happened in this big building. So we're on another floor now, and this floor has like a pizzeria or almost like a restaurant, and there's this guy behind the counter. And so we've suddenly all become friends, and my group of, so I'm with some people, and we go to this guy, like it's like a pizza shop or pizzeria, and it's just one guy who was working there, but apparently he makes like the best pizza ever. Like it's amazing. And so we go up to this guy and we're like, build us, like make us the best pizza. We were having like a pizza party suddenly. So out of nowhere, this group is all together, and we asked, he's like an older guy. I think he's actually Italian, so he's like some Italian cook or chef or whatever. And he's kind of he's I think at the beginning, so it is like mobsters or gangsters related somehow, and the old guy was part of the Italian mafia, and I think maybe he was even in charge of the guys who were trying to break into our like unit and steal from us or rob from us. He's kind of like the mobster boss, but he's also like a friendly pizza cook chef guy. And so he agrees, like everyone's friendly at this point anyways, and we're all like in this big room. It's like a restaurant, but it still looks like an apartment building. It's weird. And so we tell him to make two big pizzas, and people are starting to laugh and like talk, and there's drinks suddenly, and I remember there's tables, like big long tables, and people are just socializing and mingling out of nowhere, and we're talking, and everyone's friendly, and we're just waiting for the pizza to be cooked in this big apartment building thing. It was very weird. I don't even. It's hard to remember now the details, but that was one dream basically. But the running around part, like we being chased, that felt like a lot. It felt like a long part of the dream, running around, and there's like almost not secret doors and stuff, but it seemed like it just felt like a maze, and there was like a lot of areas to hide and run through. But we were always being chased. Like I would run and hide in some room or like in a corner somewhere, and then I would see like the guy, one of these bad guys or whatever, opening the door from a distance. Like we were always able to get away. I kept getting away from them, but it was always like they were close to catching me. And anyway, so that was that whole dream. Um, I did have another dream where, okay, so I remember there's a row of townhouses, and I don't live there, but it's like a friend of mine lives there or somebody I know. So okay, so I remember I'm parked. I have like a big truck or a van almost. I think it's like a big van, and I'm parked along these townhouses, like on the one of the driveways of one of these townhouses. I don't think it's my house, no. So I don't live there, but the person who does live there, I think it's Jason Bateman, like the actor. Yeah, I think it's like, well, the guy looks like Jason Bateman, exactly like Jason. Yeah, it was Jason Bateman, but not like a famous version of him or whatever. And so he lives in these townhouses, and he's his front lawn is completely packed with stuff. I think he's cleaning out his garage. He's doing a lot of yard work or something. And so there's these row, yeah, there's the row of townhouses. And so Jason Bateman's neighbor is also clearing out some of his stuff, and he has a he has a fake, like a fake Christmas tree, like makeup, the fake ones, but it's a good quality one. It's made out of whatever, like plastic and stuff. But I remember it's a good quality one. It's expensive, and he puts it in some sort of a box in front of his in the. I think he's giving it away. Like people put stuff in front of their house, like in the end of the driveway for people to take. It was garbage, but he was also putting it there, like if somebody wanted it, they could take it. And so there's there's some lady. So while Jason Bateman is cleaning up and doing stuff, some lady walks by. No, I don't think it's the lady actually. No, yeah. Some middle-aged lady with her son. They walk by and they see the Christmas tree, and so she's like, she says something about wanting to come back together. I'm in the distance, kind of just watching all this happen. I'm not really involved, but I know Jason Bateman, whoever. Well, this person who looks like Jason Bateman, I'm kind of friends with him, I think, and I know him. And it's weird because it's like I'm watching this whole thing happen, but I'm also coming and going. Like it's like I'm helping him do the cleanup or his yard sale or whatever he's doing, like the Jason Bateman character. So his neighbor puts the Christmas tree out and leaves, and then this lady, she's a middle. Oh, I remember. Okay, she's a black lady, and she has a son, and the son is maybe like a young teenager. I don't know, maybe 12, 13 years old. So I remember actually Jason Bateman's neighbor, I think, is kind of racist, and he doesn't like that lady who she lives a little further away, but she's part of the neighborhood. Like they all know each other somehow. So the lady tells her son, that, oh, we want to take this Christmas tree, like keep an eye on it, or I think they leave to come back to pick it up. And Jason Bateman somehow, no, actually, it wasn't Jason Bateman, the neighbor. So the Christmas tree that was the neighbor, somehow, I don't know if he was watching from a distance or he just found out somehow, but he found out that this lady wanted the Christmas tree. But because he's racist, he ends up coming. I don't even see all of it happen, but he ends up coming back and throwing the Christmas tree out or taking it himself. He gets rid of the Christmas tree. So when this lady too, the poor lady, she's like, she has a cane. I think she's walking with a cane. She's maybe in her 50s, late 40s, early 50s, but she has some sort of injury. I know her leg. I think her leg is injured, so she's limping badly. She has a cane, and she shows up again. So she shows up later with her son. And I remember I had gone somewhere, and I'm following her now, like not following her, but I'm walking along the same path up to the house. And this entire time, Jason Bateman is still outside. He's doing some yard sale thing again. He's doing a lot of work. He has tons of stuff on his lawn, all kinds of like just random stuff, garbage, car parts. I think he's working on his car at one point. And so the lady approaches and realizes that the Christmas tree is gone now. And I kind of know already what happened, I think. So she starts asking Jason Bateman about it. And Jason Bateman, he admits that he's like, he knows as well. So he's like, yeah, so listen, the neighbor came and threw out the Christmas tree. And I don't think he wanted you to have it. And then Jason Bateman feels bad. Like I kind of feel bad about it too. And we're just kind of watching. She's disappointed. She's kind of pissed off. And she's standing there with her son, and she just kind of gets annoyed that she came all the way here to get the Christmas tree. I don't think. See, Jason Bateman and I both know that this neighbor was racist, and that was the reason why he specifically threw the Christmas tree out, because he didn't want the black lady to have the tree. But we don't say that to her, because like you don't want her to feel bad. But it's almost like I think she had an inkling, like she kind of knew that might have been the reason. So then out of nowhere, suddenly my wife appears, and she's suddenly having a conversation with this black lady. And my wife somehow, like, again, it just comes out of nowhere. Like it just almost like shifts. The dream shifts into my wife talking to this lady. And so my wife knows everything about what happened, and she feels bad. So she's telling this lady, again, like she never mentions anything about that neighbor being racist, but she says something about, oh, there's a home down the street. Like there's this group of ladies. This makes no sense. It's so weird, but she's telling her this group of ladies who always go shopping at the discount clothing stores, and they only buy clothes out of the $5.99 bin. So there's some sort of bin, like it's I don't know, it's like a wall, not a wall. It's just a clothing store, I guess. I don't remember the name that she says, but she tells this lady that there's a group of women who always go shopping and only buy clothes out of bins that are marked to $5.99. It's like a discount bin. And she's asking this lady if she knows that group of women. And I think somehow the lady does know. And so my wife is basically telling her, go and meet up with these women because they have a Christmas tree they can give her for free, or something like that. And I think that's how the dream ends. Like my wife appearing out of nowhere. And I think Jason Bateman's gone at this point. Either that, I can't fully remember. Either Jason Bateman just disappears out of the dream, or he is the one who kind of like morphs into my wife. Like the character changes, and the next thing suddenly I know it's my wife instead who's talking to this lady. And again, I'm just in the distance observing all of this just happen. And that was it. That's literally how the dream ends. And actually, one thing too, I think at one point I was helping Jason by taking stuff from him. So like as Jason Bateman's there in his lawn or whatever, in his driveway, cleaning and organizing, I would come with my van once in a while, and I think I would pick up stuff for him, or I was transporting stuff for him, and I'm loading up the van once in a while throughout this whole thing, even though the whole dream sequence seems like it was kind of short. But it's like it feels like I did that dozens of times, like coming and going. And so that was it for that dream. So those two, I remember I had those two dreams, and I did have another dream about something work related, but I can't really remember. I think I was at work, and it was like the middle of the night, and strange things were happening. People were showing up that don't work there, and it's too vague. I can't remember. I've already forgotten too much. I do think I had a couple other random dreams, but I'm trying to think of it. I can't. Unfortunately, it has already escaped my mind. So that's it. That's all I remember from my dreams.